Yo, what is up, 21 gang? Welcome back to a new video, guys. Today I want to break down a clip I came across on Twitter. I want to get your guys' opinion on this clip right here, and we're going to break it down frame by frame, step by step, and I'm going to tell you a few things that you may not notice in this video that kind of are a little suspicious to me. Maybe a little bit more than a little suspicious. I guess you could say very suspicious. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. Alright guys, so I was scrolling through Twitter today, guys, so make sure you guys follow me at 21cosmic1 on Twitter. If you do not follow me, you might want to check me out on Twitter just to kind of get all the latest updates and everything like that. I came across this clip from Jowo today, and there are a few things in this video I did want to break down. Now, I apologize for the quality of this clip. Of course, it was posted to Twitter, so the quality is not the best, but we will be able to kind of slow it down and things like that. I want you to see a few things in this video, but first of all, let's just play the clip with its audio, and let me see if there's something that you can pick out and that you can notice within this clip that I, first of all, picked up when I first watched it.
Verga, güey. Güey, nos meo a todos, güey. Yo, where's he at?
Alright, so the first thing I noticed in this video is that this is a clip, obviously, of Jowo, and it is a pretty good clip. Get that out of the way, okay? It's a good clip. He's got like 5 or 6 kills, and he graduated from the University of North Carolina, so why is that a little suspicious in this clip? Well, because all the players are speaking Spanish. So that brings me to my next point. We all know the whole quote, I'm not going to say what they call those lobbies because it may not be culturally appropriate for some people that are in different countries, from Mexico or whatever, but you notice a lot of these players that he's going against are actually speaking in Spanish. So now he currently lives in somewhere where I used to live. I'm not going to dox him or anything like that. He used to live actually pretty close to where I lived, and I never got any of these Spanish speaking lobbies. So one thing that could tell me is that either he has a NetDuma router, and if you're not familiar with what a NetDuma router is, let me show you guys just real quick what it is. Basically what a NetDuma router is it's going to give you a router that's going to bypass all your skill-based matchmaking. So what it does is allow you to connect to certain servers that you want to connect to. So in this case, it's going to be able to allow him to connect to, say, some server closer to Mexico or wherever it may be that you're going to get these bot lobbies. Depending on the time of the day, of course, as well, can factor into this. You have to keep in mind. But a lot of these pro players are either using one or two things. They either have a NetDuma router so they can go in with low ping and connect to different servers across the country, or they're simply using a VPN. Now, of course, we have an affiliate link through NordVPN, so make sure you guys check that out. If you want to try it out, you can connect this through your Xbox, your PlayStation, your PC. Try it out for 30 days. It's risk-free. There's a link below in the description. A lot of pro players are using this to where they'll connect to Mexico or wherever it may be, so you can bypass that skill-based matchmaking more than you know. There's so many streamers out there that are using this VPN product, and then other VPNs out there. Now the router, basically what it is a VPN built into the router where you can go in and select whatever country you want to connect to. So basically there's two ways you can go about bypassing this skill-based matchmaking. So they're either doing it through a VPN or a NetDuma router. Obviously a VPN is a little bit cheaper in the upfront cost, but it also, the VPN is great because it's going to give you protection on your web browser. So guys, you know, we have the Patreon if you need help. Go ahead and check it out right now. As you can see, I'm connected through NordVPN to Mexico, so I can have a browser extension. So say you're streaming and you want your web browser to be secure, you can split tunnel your web browser to where it can connect to whatever server or country you want, and then you can still stream and play games and things like that to still keep yourself protected, where you're not getting that lag or where you're not connecting to different countries or anything like that. So split tunneling is a great thing you can do in NordVPN. Or just having that browser extension. I know a lot of people with the whole Gamba thing taking over. I'm not going to get too into that because it's a touchy subject, but a lot of people use their VPNs and stuff like that, you know, to teleport to other countries and do whatever they want to do, right? Check out NordVPN, guys. If you want to support us, as you can see here, we do have 3 tiers of the Patreon, anywhere from $5, $10, and then $20. That's what this Mexican pesos equivalates to. It's basically 3 tiers. Of course, we have all your Cronus scripts that we've done in the past. We're going to start doing a new series. We kind of started already, a short form article basic tips on how to get better at COD Warzone. So guys, make sure you check out the Patreon, or if you just want to support us. I know a lot of y'all just want to join the Patreon and support me and the team. The past year has been really trying on me and everyone that helps me with this channel. A lot of stuff has been going on, as you could probably tell, with the lack of uploads. But we're getting back in the swing of things. We've been doing some streams and stuff like that. So make sure you guys follow us on Kick at 21 Cosmic. Make sure you guys check out the Kick channel as well. There's some sponsored streams and stuff like that we'll be doing on there. And we're going to be doing a giveaway at 100 followers. So make sure you guys check out the Kick channel. But anyway, back to the clip, guys. So let's go back to this clip. So my first perception of this clip is he's probably connected either using a NetDuma router or a VPN, which, okay, fair enough. Anybody can do that. That's not really cheating in my mind. But unfortunately, the quality of this video is very bad. Now, one thing I did notice, they were all bots. None of them really shot at him or shot back at him. But one part of this video that's very suspicious to me is right at the 23-second mark. It's going to show about right here. So basically what we're going to have here is we're going to have see how he followed that guy through here. Now, of course, like I said, this is Twitter. I don't know what he's seeing. Of course, he's quote unquote, he's a pro player, right? So he's going to have a 4K monitor. I don't know, probably not 4K, but at least 1440p. And he's going to have a better refresh rate and a better bit quality than what we can see in this video. But if you do follow his tracking right here, this is a little suspicious to me. See how he's following? I don't see anything in this clip. Now, y'all can tell me in the comments below. Leave a comment below. Do you see this player that he is tracking currently? Let's see if we can slow it down a little bit for you. And then that way you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. I want to zoom in and actually kind of show you where I'm talking. He's tracking this player through the building. Now, of course, he could be doing this with the storm pushing in, knowing this guy's pushing, you know, from left to right, but it doesn't really make sense when there's, you know, that player could easily push over this way and get to high ground. Maybe just doesn't know where Joe is. But let's break down this part very slowly, because there is ways, of course, you can get hacks and you can set up your OBS to where it's not showing on your actual stream. It's actually called game capture. It's very simple. You just set up OBS as game capture and not window capture, and then your hacks are not going to show on stream. So let's break this down real slowly, and maybe you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright guys, so I'm going to pull it up right here. I have to pull it up in a different app to get the playback speed a little bit slower. So we're going to put it down to a 0.25, and we're going to zoom in on his crosshair and just watch his crosshair placement once it gets to around the 23-second mark. So right here, he's moving. You don't see the player yet. So why is he tracking him until he pops up right out in the open? Now to me, that could be, you know, kind of obvious that he could be using walls. I don't know. That's just kind of crazy to me. Let's go back and play it one more time. It's just the only part of this clip, besides the whole, you know, Hispanic speaking lobby, obviously is going to give you an advantage because you're getting a lot of bots. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to play it without any voiceover, not talking anything, and just focus on his crosshair. See if you see the player. Let me know what you think. I mean, you can literally see his crosshair follow the guy out of the building. Now, I'm not saying he's cheating, obviously. A lot of these guys play in tournaments. A lot of these guys, you know, are willing to get their computer inspected and stuff like that. Obviously, hacking has always been a big part of Warzone. The Cronus, of course, they've tried to ban it, which hasn't even worked. So we're going to be doing more stuff with the Cronus and all that, you know, in future videos. But I wanted to bring this up just because I saw this on Twitter, and a lot of people were blowing it up, saying, man, you're crazy. The MP7 is so good. The MP7 is not the meta in Warzone 2. He's just doing this, you know, try to clickbait you to try it out, try to get new people talking about the video. But this part of the video, I just couldn't ignore. I just had to throw up a video on it. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Is this suspicious? Is this just him predicting the movement of the player? The tracking to me is a little suspicious. Like I said, I can't 100% say Joe is cheating. I like Joe as a streamer. He seems like a great person, actually, compared to all these other streamers that stream Warzone and other stuff like that. Anyway, one other thing I did want to mention before we hop off is the whole Nickmercs ordeal. Okay, so basically, if you're not familiar with the whole Nickmercs situation, he on Twitter basically, oh man, I don't know how to talk about this. I don't want to get anybody upset, but basically he tweeted out something that some people saw as anti-LGBTQIA plus, whatever you want to call, you know, that community. Respect them. We have no hate in our heart here. But he did tweet out something, you know, and it was in a video. And I think the problem is not necessarily what he said, but it was in a response to a video of anti-LGBTQ protesters attacking, you know, pro-LGBTQ protesters. It's kind of like a little scuffle in the street or whatever, the protest. And I think that's what got him in trouble, not necessarily what he said alone. Basically, all he did was tweet, they should leave little children alone. Now, of course, I have no opinion on how that should affect him in his career. That is actually a statement to me that I could probably agree with, if I'm being honest with you. Basically, he's just talking about, you know, everything, all this stuff being taught in school. I'm all for, you know, sex education, all that stuff, LGBTQ, all that should be out of schools. They shouldn't be teaching this stuff to our kids. And that's basically what he's saying. He would rather him as a parent go ahead and teach his kid, which he just has a son, I think just was born recently. He's not in school yet, but you know, when he gets there, he wants to be that person to teach them that morals or those views that are really talking about sensitive subjects, right? So the thing about that is what COD did is basically they pulled his operator off of Warzone, which is just crazy to me, you know, over one little statement, they should leave little children alone. I think everybody, whether you're pro-LGBT or, you know, anti-LGBT, who for those that are, like I said, can all agree that we should protect our children. So I think he, as a dad, is just saying, hey, I don't want some stranger that's overworked, underpaid, some teacher that is, you know, pushing any kind of values that they may believe on my kid or teaching them about things that are very sensitive to our culture and the time that we live in. So I don't see, obviously, anything wrong with Nickmercs and what he tweeted. So I think it was kind of crappy, you know, Dr. Disrespect. He has pulled up and said now that he is uninstalling Warzone, Cloaksy, all of them are stand-buying Nickmercs. So let me know in the comments about this situation also as well. It's just kind of a sticky situation. It's like you can't say anything. You can't speak your mind. No one's allowed to have an opinion these days without being canceled. And I'm not one that really watches Nickmercs, so I don't have a dog in this fight. But just over, you know, a simple 6-word tweet, they're going to pull his operator from the store. You know, Nickmercs is not a, you know, mean-hearted person. I don't think he has any hate in his heart either. So it's just kind of a situation I wanted to speak on and give my opinion about. And like I said, I stand with Nickmercs in this situation. I think it was a pretty crappy thing to do from Warzone, just for him, you know, stating his opinion. I think the context of the video, you know, that was tweeted above is just what actually caused it, because there was a scuffle, as you can see here. There was people fighting, and they said they should leave the little children alone. You know, it was just kind of in the wrong thread. You know, it kind of made it look more worse than it is. But I'm all for parents teaching their own kids when it comes to these sensitive issues. I think the government and schools should stay away from it and let the parents handle it. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to throw a quick video up, break down this Joe clip, give you my opinion on the whole Nickmercs news. And then, of course, if you want to support us, make sure you guys do check out the Patreon, patreon.com/21cosmic. And then, of course, check out NordVPN if you want to get these, you know, lobbies where you get into these Hispanic lobbies or whatever it may be, whatever country you want to get into. Check that out, NordVPN, 30-day money-back guarantee, or you can do a 2-year special offer right now they're doing if you click my link below in the description. Peace and love. We'll see you on the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go spend some time with your loved ones. Do something you enjoy doing. We'll see you on the next one. Deuces.